Recently, I've been having my bathroom done, and I decided that I was going to go and have a mahogany toilet seat, very trendy. And anyway, I read this thing called the Green Consumer Guide and discovered that if I was going to be ecologically responsible, this is not a very good idea, because actually mahogany, most of our mahogany in this country actually comes from rainforests, and we really need to support, not to support the industry that actually strips rainforests. And I'm joined this morning by Julia Hales, who's an environmentalist and author of the Green Consumer Guide. Perhaps you could explain a little more fully why mahogany toilet seats for one are a bad idea, Julia.
Mahogany is just one of many types of tropical hardwoods that's used in quite a number of household purposes.
An advertisement for a mahogany kitchen, which has to be really dreadful because mahogany is a wood from the rainforest, and is encouraging the destruction of the rainforest to buy tropical timber.
We're going to have a lot of that sort of conflict of interests there over the ensuing years, aren't we? With major advertisers advertising one thing which may not be ecologically good.
Yes, that's right.
While the rest of us, I suppose, are trying
what
to beat the
upsets me most is
ecological
it's a
drum.
really nasty looking kitchen as well. If you're going to chop down the most beautiful rainforest and create something really disgusting in its place, it's really very...
You're right.
It's very significant that the individual in the UK can actually do to recognise the problem of the rainforest by not buying timber that comes from those sources.
Well, as far as habitat are concerned, we have now said that we will no longer import or use any endangered tropical hardwoods in any of our furniture products. It's a small step, but nonetheless we felt that we are caring in the environment, in the home environment, so therefore it should extend to the world environment.
Is that enough, do you think, Julia? You were kind of looking, I don't know whether it was agreement or
Well,
distaste.
I just wanted to use that as an example of the sort of thing that consumers can do and initiate, because if they are actually saying they don't want to buy tropical hardwoods which come from the rainforest, companies like Habitat will actually be saying, well, we don't want to stock it, and that produces great pressure on the governments and the people who are supplying that tropical timber.
Elizabeth,
You advise us to eat Brazil nuts. Why is that?
Well, I know that might seem rather comic, but obviously Brazil nuts come from rainforest areas, and in fact it's very hard to grow them outside a natural rainforest. And therefore, the people who harvest the Brazil nuts have a vested interest in actually keeping the rainforest alive rather than chopping it down. Of course, that's a very good thing. Some Brazil nuts, which might be quite a good example of a product to buy, because they come from tropical rainforests. And by buying them, you're actually encouraging the conservation of tropical rainforests. It's a very big issue, particularly this year. The Brazilian government have actually said the clearance of rainforests has got completely out of control.